Hello everybody, my name is Suman Dua. I'm a registered migration agent at Nationwide Migration and Education. In this video today, I'm going to explain you what the skills assessment is and who requires a skills assessment. So skills assessment is an outcome letter which is issued by a skills assessing authority which determines if you have the skills to perform in your nominated occupation. Now each occupation does have their own skills assessing authority and the criteria for each occupation differs based on their skills assessing authority. Skills assessment is usually the first step that you have to organize before you start looking at the work visa or permanent visa options in Australia. The most popular skills assessing authorities are Trades Recognition of Australia, which is for the trades occupation like chef, motor mechanic, carpentry and many more. Then we have Engineers Australia for the engineering occupations. Then we've got Australian Computer Society for IT occupations. We've got IPA and CPA for accounting occupations. We have NMAC for health occupations, and we have VET Assess for many professional occupations. You can actually see who your skills assessing authority is from the department's occupation list. So it's usually on the right side of the department's list. So let's have a look at some occupations. Now we are on the department's occupation list with MLTSSL, STSOL and ROL list. So if I am looking for the occupation of an accountant, you can see that the skills assessing authority is mentioned on the right side. So there are 3 skills assessing authorities for an accountant. So it's CPAA, CAANZ and IPA. So you could actually approach any of these skills assessing authorities and they could do the skills assessment for you. Then let's look at one of the engineering occupations. So you can see Engineers Australia is the skills assessing body for all the engineer occupations. Let's look at one of the IT occupations. So you can see ACS, which is Australian Computer Society, is the skills assessing body for IT occupations. Then if you look at any professional occupations, let's say marketing specialist, you can see that VET Assess is the skills assessing body. And if you are, let's say, in a trade occupation, let's say you are a chef, then TRA, which is Trades Recognition Australia, they are the skills assessing body for this type of occupations. Another thing to note is that the criteria is different for applicants who have studied overseas compared to somebody who has studied in Australia. So many skills assessing authorities are quite lenient when somebody has got their qualification or work experience in Australia compared to somebody who has got their qualification and experience overseas. So all skills assessment outcome letters, they do have an expiry date. So it could be anything from 2 to 3 years. Now let's look at some of the visas which require a mandatory skills assessment. So the first one is the general skilled migration. So the visa subclasses are 189, 190 or 491. So you need a mandatory skills assessment before you start looking at these visa options. The next one is 186 direct entry stream. So for this one as well, you do need a mandatory skills assessment on top of the 3 years full-time work experience that you require. We also have a temporary skills shortage 482 visa. For this one, there are only some occupations which require a mandatory skills assessment. 494 employer-sponsored regional provisional visa also requires a mandatory skills assessment. If you are applying for a 485 temporary graduate visa under the graduate stream, in that case as well you do require a provisional skills assessment. You will be able to find the occupation list for each of these visa subclasses in the description of this video. We have also got various videos in regards to these visa subclasses. I will put the link in the description. If you are looking at migration options and you would like to know if you are eligible to get a skills assessment in any of the occupations that are available on the department's occupation list, then please get in touch with us. Stay updated about Australia's immigration. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel.